Hi everyone, Jacqueline here. Welcome to Spring in Saskatchewan. So I thought today we'd do a walkabout and I'd show you where things are at now that we're into our third spring in Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatchewan has a number of false springs. Now, we usually say we have about 3 false springs, and I think this year is proven that to be true, maybe even 4. However, we're supposed to get some warm weather, so maybe some of this stuff right here and my big pile over there will disappear. Let's hope. But anyhow, let's walk around. I'm going to show you where things are at. There's going to be a lot of work to get at. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, be able to start doing some cleanup and cutting some things back that I didn't completely finish. I probably did 75 to 80% of the yard work I got done, but there's still things I need to do. So everything is looking really gray, really drabby here in the flower beds. There's nothing up yet, which is kind of weird because, and the squirrels have been in the garden here, we can see, because, somebody's been around my tulips. They've kind of popped their heads out, which is interesting. And that one looks actually quite moldy. So that's not a good sign for spring. I see quite a few along here. So either the soil has sunk or there's been some hanky-panky going on in this bed. But I definitely see tulips bulbs popping up. So those may be toast. We had a lot of ice here in the yard, so I'm just going to pick up this container. Oh, it's still like I'm trying to pick this up. I can't pick it up. It's frozen to the ground still. So we're definitely not even close to spring. We got a lot of ice. The ground is still rock hard. So nothing should be coming up much in here. However, there are always early birds in the bed. And one of the early birds for me here in Saskatchewan is we have tulips. Can you believe that? We have tulips in March in Saskatchewan. Unheard of. And even the oriental lily is showing green. That's just nuts. Like the irises always have some green on them, and I see they're starting to perk up a bit because this faces west, so it does get the warm heat of the day. This is way too early though. Way too early for us in Saskatchewan. And I'm seeing other tulips come up here too that I planted. So that's not good. Because I mean, it's even cold out here right now for my hands to be bare. I could use gloves for this video. So everything else in this bed, for the most part, is still asleep except for some of the tulips and things in here. So we will leave these alone. You can see how the sun is now shining on the house here and on the fence. It's nice and bright. So it does feel good to be in the heat, but everything should remain dormant. So I might have to put some soil over those tulips where the bulb's completely popping out of the ground. In this area, I came in right along here, and you're going to see a bit of my shadow here, and I put tulips all along this edge. In here, it's full of tulips. So that should be gorgeous. I lucked out this year, and nothing has chopped down the hydrangeas. These are the Annabelles here, and we have limelights and a panicle in here. So nothing has chewed them down. So the shrubs, the sunrise roses, they look good. The limelight in the corner there is okay. Touch wood, nothing comes in here. But you can see this bed, which faces north with the fence, still has a lot of snow. So I didn't put tulips in here at all because it's always the last to dry up. So I watch those areas in my garden determine what's a good fit for tulips because they need to be dry because they will rot in our climate, especially in clay soil, and what areas not to put them. And this is one area where I put moisture-loving plants. So the hydrangeas, the 9-barks, the Alberta spruces, salvias, lilies are kind of questionable, but they seem to do okay over here. Those kind of plants all come in here, and all those kind of perennials come into this area. And last year I was having a bit of a vole issue in here. It had uprooted the limelights at the end of the season. So I did lose a limelight that I was kind of sad about. Potentillas are still sleeping here. There's a little bit of brown on the spruces. That's a little bit of winter kill there. It should go away. But sometimes that happens because this was really actually a dry year for us in Saskatchewan. I'm going to go out here on the boulevard. You can see here all the branches on the ground here. My Siberian larches, you can see them way up there. They drop branches like no tomorrow, but because there's such a beautiful, soft needle on these, I can't help but keep them. But they are getting really big. You look at that bark. It's just huge. And we've been cutting them up, you can see here, so that you can mow underneath. But this whole area, there was a plan to get in here all along here. I'll zoom out because it's a little too close. And this is an area that I wanted to plant up, probably with hostas and stuff. It will get west sun, but during the day when it's east sun or south sun, it doesn't get so much because of the trees. So hostas is a good choice. All right, here's the Mammoth Mountain of Snow that is still here. And I will probably take the snowblower to that and knock it down when it warms up and it's soft. But other than that, you can see, if I show you the yard, there's still a lot of snow here. And like I said, it's cold and it's windy. I actually got my fuzzy on my mic. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of wind noise. We have peanuts all over the yard because I've been putting peanuts in the bird feeders. So squirrels have been hiding them everywhere, but it keeps them out of the bird seed. So that's been okay. The pear tree is looking beautiful as ever. I prune the lower branches off of it and keep it pruned up to mow underneath and that. And I will only go in there and clean up the top if I see a lot of problem. But because I've been grooming it since we first got the tree, when it was a stick, it's really got a nice shape to it. And I'm looking forward to the white spring blooms on it. The pears aren't really edible. They're like rocks. But I do like the look of the tree. And it looks great with Christmas lights on it. So I'm not going to spend too much time out here because it's cold and there's not a lot to see. That's why I called it a walkabout. It's not really a garden tour. So let's go to the back and see what's shaking there. So this is the area I never got cleaned up in here. So that needs to be done. I need to cut the Heliopsis back and some of the perennials in here, the Veronicas, Salvias in here. I got some pruning to finish on the snowball bushes. Rob needs to paint the fire hydrant and the delphinium, and a few things need to be cut down. So this is where I'm guilty as charged of not getting stuff cleaned up. Lots of leaves in the ditch and in the beds. In the ditch here, which runs between the houses around our crescent, we have water that has dried up. It was a way worse. Town did come and clean it out and open the drain, so that's good, but it's still an icy mess. So the way the sun is shining from the west, I'm getting a lot of shadow, so I apologize for that. In here, I put tulips all along the edge of this bed, all along the edge of that bed and around. I'm excited to see them. I hope they come up and do well. I don't see any tampering too much in here. Touch wood when I say that, because there's still time for the squirrels to come and do damage. Or voles. Voles can really uproot things. But we have the hydrangeas in here, and I did split a lot of, I put Heliopsis in here, which is nice, tall, bright yellow flowers. Should be gorgeous in here if they come up because I split them. I'm trying to fill this bed in more, and I really want to cover this up this year. So do you remember when I did those Mexican flowers along the front fence, and they were so tall? Well, they are a perfect candidate as a filler in here while I wait for other things to grow. We have all our roses in here. These are hardy, so I didn't protect them. The new geraniums, perennial geraniums, I planted are right there. You can see the tag still there, which is really good. So we'll see how that goes. And then there's salvias in here. The new Dimension Blue is along the edge in here and along, sorry, I went too fast on that spin in there. So we'll see how those do. I split those. The rose bed here, and I'll just scan out, I covered that up, not as high as I did the year before. We did have a mild winter, but they're covered over, and this isn't going to come off until it really warms up good, because all we need is to be hit by a good frost and it'll take out my little miniatures. We'll see how it goes. Over here, we have our dogwoods that we planted last year. We have Oscar Peterson roses in here. I added more. We have some heucheras in here. This is peachberry ice right in here, and the tags are there. And I have a low spot here where water has pooled. So once I build this area up, I mean, the drainage is supposed to go that way off the yard. You want to keep the water away from the house. So Although it's a long ways away, it is low, so this has got to be fixed. But it will be. We have some barberries in here and some shrubs. The gate's there. I need to put another trellis over the gate because I moved that one. And you can see all the ice in here because it comes down this alley. The moisture runs down the hill and here and by. So sometimes you do get a lot coming into the corner of the yard there. And we're going to pretty up this shed this year. I'm excited about that. But now you can see some of the snow. So this cottage bed will get the moisture. It is just like the front. It faces south. Well, it's in the south, but it gets north light and sun and west sun. So it should start clearing up soon. But I'm excited to see how the hydrangea, and they were Annabelles that I started, if they come this year. And we're just going to have a quick look inside to see. We see some snow in there for sure. So we'll see how they do. So we're going to finish this stuff up and get it all fenced and looking gorgeous. So that is on the list. And we'll see how the roses do. But you can see lots of ice in here and lots of snow. But still very exciting. So anyhow, I'm not going to go too much further into this tour. My hand is freezing and it is cold, but you can kind of see where things are going. And it's just nice to see some sun. So I'll see you guys all in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this quick walkabout. Stay tuned. The weather's supposed to warm up, and if we can, we'll get out here and start doing more when I can work and cut plants down without freezing my hands and my face. Thanks, everybody. And by the way, the temperature's probably about minus 8 or 9. Right now, it's getting colder in the evening, 8 or 9 Celsius here. So that gives you an idea for those in the States, Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion. It's still cold. So let's hope this is our third spring. If I can find that meme, I'll post it in this video. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.